Boss.
What?
There's a few more slugs.
Makes 5 altogether. How many of these think were fired
I don't
off?
know, a dozen maybe.
Whoever had to use automatic pistols, they throw the shells all over the place with fingerprints on them. Look at these slugs away.
Right. They always used revolvers in the old days.
Yeah.
Boss, look at that. Would you believe it?
What?
There's a slug right in the middle of the O of the no parking sign. Give me.
It's such an old sight that's been wedged in here. Many of these shells, I think, were scattered all down the dog.
God only knows, boss. Guys have been shooting here since Prohibition.
Yeah, before that, probably.
Got it.
Here they come.
You got it?
No, there's no time.
Spread out. Stop. Garbage.
Scorpion.
Boss, those cops come in here. They're gonna find those 2 guys we got stashed. Sure as hell.
Give me the slugs and shells here.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna hide them in here. Let them go outside and see if we can help the police.
Help them what? Get us 5 to 10?
We'll tell them we got a truck backfire to be quiet. Good evening, officer. What's happening now? Never mind, I'll talk to the commissioner. Robert! What, terrorist invasion of the waterfront or
The
something?
gunshots, roughly in this area. You must have heard them.
I didn't hear anything. What about you? Did you hear anything?
No, I didn't hear it then. That was music and the club being soundproofed and all.
Well, there must have been about a dozen shots fired, probably from an automatic. You must have heard that.
I did. What was that truck?
Yeah, that's right. He couldn't get the truck started. He had moisture in the distributor. He couldn't start it for nothing.
Yeah, when he did get it started, well, it backfired so much, I'm sure he must have blown a manifold gasket or something.
Yeah, really made a lot of noise.
Trucker. Doing what?
It was a delivery truck.
Delivery. Okay. At what time were these backfires happening?
You were out here, what, I don't know, what, 20, 30 minutes ago?
Yeah, that's about right. That's about right.
How many times did this truck backfire?
Oh, come on, man, you don't count a thing like that. I don't know, maybe 12, 15.
After what we've just been through with the kidnapping, I'd start counting after the first one.
Well, that's because that's your job. I know exactly what it was.
This delivery that was made, it must be stacked inside here, right?
No, it turns out that it wasn't actually for here.
Yeah, but you just
No,
said...
please, what do you want? Do you want my life story? The driver happens to deliver here all the time. He just assumed it was for here, but it turns out that it wasn't.
Well, where was this delivery supposed to go? It must have been nearby.
Oh, come on, man. Excuse me. Next time you'll be asking me what was the wrong telephone number that my wife's cousin dialed. I don't know. It just didn't have Duke's written on it. He took it somewhere else.
Why do I get the feeling that you're not leveling with me?
I've no idea. Do you mind if we discuss this tomorrow? It happens to be dinner hour inside. My manager and myself are both off the floor. I've told you everything I know.
Robert, we found a couple of spent slugs in a shell casing down the dock a ways.
Let's go and have a look. I may be back tomorrow, Duke.
Yeah, I'll have some fresh coffee ready.
Boss, I'd give anything to get up there on that sign and get that slug out of there. They're gonna see that tomorrow.
Well, we'll get it out before they do.
Boss, please, I'm sweating blood on this. If Scorpio ever finds out we're hiding 2 hijackers, it's concrete time for us.
What choice do we have? If I called the police when they started to hijack the liquor, I'd be down the toilet anyway, okay?
It's got to do with Victor.
Of course, if they find that liquor, they'll trace it to where Victor stole it from in the first place. What's that going to do to Anna? It would kill her.
Are you getting it?
It's wedged in here. I can get it out.
Hey, somebody's coming. I think it's Scorpio.
Get that box on the way, quick.
What's that for?
I'm going to hide it if I can get it out. Oh, I'm sure I'll get a ticket for obscuring a sign of my property.
Yeah, well, it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
Keep your eyes open, you got... I thought you two had business in the club.
Angel told me you were still out here. I was wondering how this investigation into this alleged gunfight was going.
Well, we found a couple of shells, a few slugs that we dug out of pilings.
Oh, so that's interesting. Well, that's hard to believe, but there used to be gunfights down here, I'm sure, in the old days.
Yeah. We didn't fire bullets made in Japan back in the old days. Listen, there's been something going on down here that you guys don't want me to know about. So what the hell is it?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're looking for, but, well, my affairs certainly are in order.
Good, I'm glad to hear that. Because I want to have a look inside. Sam?
Yes, sir.
We're going to search the club.
Search my club, what for?
There were gunshots fired in and around this alley. Now, it's illegal to discharge a firearm within the city limits. I need information on who, what, where, or when discharged such firearm.
I told you exactly what it was. It was a delivery truck backfiring.
Oh, yeah. An unknown driver going to an unknown address with an unknown delivery. I mean, I am appalled that you have such a low regard for my intelligence that you would try to hand me a story like this.
I know exactly what it was, what you believe is your problem.
You know, we've been dancing around the floor here, avoiding the main issue. Now, my men are going to search your club now.
No, they're not. I've 40 patrons in there with food in front of them. If you march through there with the police, you know what it'll do to my reputation.
Okay, then we'll just check out the storage areas or stuff in and around here.
Oh, really? This is a fishing expedition. Or is it personal vendetta, perhaps, against the man who's married to a woman you happen to be hooked on?
Open the door.
You're not going in there without a search warrant.
Sam,
Yes, sir.
a report. Was it a citizen's report or through the police department?
Sorry, sir, I don't know that. That information's at headquarters.
We'll be back in the morning with a warrant.
Fine. We're usually open by 11. We won't be closed till locked at 2.
Good, 11 it is.
Robert? Any word from the hospital?
Yes, I spoke to them before I came over here.
Oh, you have more recent news than I have. What did you hear?
Tony Jones says that she's responding to the new medication. All going well, she should be in a private room tomorrow.
Oh, I heard that earlier. She's a strong woman.
Boss,
What?
I thought he was coming in, warrant or no warrant.
Let's get inside.
Was it those guys that came in here? They would have found those two bozos tied up.
I knew Scorpio would never cross me if I demanded a warrant.
Listen, you did good. You stood up to him. He didn't have a choice in front of the other cops.
Know what the hell we're going to do with the hijackers until Victor gets here?
Why doesn't Jerome send his boys tonight?
I don't know. I can't even get him on the telephone. I told him this was the last shipment. What happens? I get involved in a crossfire between him and some other mob enemy. Well, I will not have it. I'm telling you.
You gotta keep telling him. He'll believe it.
Now, apart from that, we've got to make sure there are no more shells or slugs in this place before the police come by tomorrow. Come on.
Hey, I'm sorry. I should have checked. Just a little. And I'm sorry.
What are you sorry about? No?
Well, Nah, look, forget it. I don't want to mess up.
No problem. What's up?
Well, it's just that I have this profound desire to kick the haggis out of Lavery, you know? I mean, the guy gives every indication of being back up to his nostrils in the mob. Having said that, I shall go upstairs and trash my room.
Oh, that's a great idea.
What is?
Oh, well, I was going to check on dinner. I have something in the oven. You're welcome to join us. But I think, why don't you all have a drink, okay? You have a drink with Sean. Keep him company, okay?
Guys, I love you.
I love you too, sweetheart. Oh, we'll be fine. You have a drink with Sean. Everything will be great, okay?
Right.
We'll stay
Done.
for dinner.
Bye. Well, it all started with some sort of a shootout down at the waterfront. I won't tell you where.
Troops Club.
Close, in the alley behind.
Telling me these bums actually had the nerve to try to stick up one of my trucks when it's unloading at a club that I protect? Are these guys tired of living or what?
All I know is that they tried. We stopped them, and I had them tied up in my storeroom.
No way they can get out.
Well, there has been a liquor storeroom since 1929. It's almost like Alcatraz.
Good, because I want these goons. Did they say who sent them?
Yeah, they mentioned Carter or something.
Yeah, that figures. It's going to be a pleasure taking care of these guys.
You listen, I don't want to hear about it, okay? I don't want to hear about liquor. I am finished with all of this. I'm completely out of the picture, all right?
Duke, you're wounding me very deeply. My boy, Julian, he's so fond of you, he says you're like his brother.
Oh, why don't you just listen to me? You got to get these guys out of my cellar, and tonight. Sunrise at the very latest.
It's a long way from New York. I've got to get my driver.
Well, why don't you get and come over here and get these jokers off my hand? If you're not here by dawn, I'm going to put them right out the street.
You keep them. I'll be there. Then we'll talk.
I don't want to talk. I want to...
That picture?
Yeah. You'll be here sometime tomorrow. How's everything in the storage area?
All the slugs are accounted for.
The holes are filled and the two bozos are locked up tighter than a drum.
Good.
You did good, boss. You handled something that could have been a very big mess. You got rid of the truck, the driver. We locked up the two bozos. You stopped the cops from coming in, and you told Victor off.
Yeah. I went rested. The whole thing's over, though. Scorpion can come back any minute with a warrant and search the place. How the hell did I ever get myself in this mess?
So, here we have the shootout at the OK Corral. Except everybody's busy denying that it's even happened. And I'm running around looking for the witness who first called it in so that then I can get probable cause and get a search warrant, go into Lavery's place, and promptly stick my boot down his Scotch throat.
And in the morning, when you get this search warrant of yours, what do you expect to find?
Moderately clean, moderately well-run restaurant that's had all traces of anything criminal or vice-like totally sanitized from the premises.
Do you really think that Duke got dirty all of a sudden?
I don't think it was all of a sudden. The disguise wore off his spots, which I don't think he ever bothered to conceal underneath. Remember when Anna was first kidnapped? Why was his first thought that the contract was out on him? I mean, who wants to bother a guy that runs a restaurant?
Disgruntled dishwasher, a mob connection,
Maybe, but why?
bad debt.
Yeah, how about a bad new debt caused out of a new association?
That's always possible.
Who was this truck driver that Felicia dealt with? I mean, who made the night deliveries? The guy that had Anna's Luckin booth. I mean, what's happened to him? What were the deliveries? Where's the paperwork?
And if he was connected to Anna, it also means he was connected to the kidnapping.
Is Lavery connected to Anna's kidnapping? I mean, he couldn't be. Putnam was the maniac here. But, you see here, what, where, why, who, when, question. One question leads to another question, leads to another question. I'm not too happy about the answers I'm getting. However, I can't do anything without a search warrant.
No offense, old buddy, but I can remember times when you didn't bother with search warrants. Why so meticulous this time?
Well, this time around I'm police commissioner. I don't want anything tainted. I don't want anything thrown out of court. And that includes someone like Lavery or anybody else. That would kill Anna.
Would kill Anna anyway if she found out that Duke went bad. So what you're really doing tonight is allowing Duke to get his act together so you can forget the whole mess, right?
That's not my style. I'll let personal interest interfere with my duty.
Ah, how true. Should never have posed the question.
Yeah, well, I'm going to have to redraw up more score.
Good idea.
No. I think I've had a stomach full of anything Scotch today. I'm going straight to bed. Give Tip a big kiss for us, will you?
Will do. Good night.